Good morning, everyone. So nice to see you all. My son was visiting last week. Oh, somebody else coming in. He's 33 and he lives in Delaware, and I don't see very much of him, even though he's my child that lives in the same country as I live in. And he said, "Mom, I want to go visit my 5th grade classroom." I was like, okay. So we went over to the school where he went to school, and he ended up going through every single classroom in the school because he was there K through 12. It's a private school. And he was so utterly delighted, which he had not been when he was in school, utterly delighted by his revisiting of his childhood and kind of restoring his childhood. And he was just standing there with his hands on his heart, just soaking in this experience that he had. And I was standing there just soaking in his experience and feeling so utterly happy to see him so happy. He was not an easy child. I know a lot of children aren't, but I feel like he was particularly not. And it got me to thinking about happiness. You know, what is it that makes us happy? Sometimes there are these like big experiences that happen randomly and infrequently. And sometimes there's just like the small little things, like I stepped outside this morning and the sun was shining after it had been raining all day yesterday. And the pollen was flowing in the air and I could see it, like just these sparkles of yellow blowing in the air. And I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. So I was reading in the New York Times about happiness, because in the wellness section they've done a thing on happiness. And they were explaining that there's 2 types of happiness, which you may have already learned about, but I'm going to review for myself. So the first one is hedonic happiness, which is like the moment of taking a bite into a really delicious ice cream or piece of chocolate or whatever it is that you love to consume. Just like this moment of well-being that's really about simple pleasures, and it's about you. It's about what you're experiencing. Hedonic, like think of hedonism, hedonic happiness. And the other is eudaimonic happiness, which is a sense of well-being that you get by having meaning in your life, by feeling connected to other people or to the world around you. So it's more a sense of being connected externally, whereas hedonic happiness is more about just you. And it was saying that really we need both, or there should be some kind of a balance of both, but people skew towards one or the other. And then there was a quiz. And you could take a quiz and see where you were, which was also interesting. But really yoga for me is about both, because we do poses that and have a practice that is nourishing for ourselves. It's like taking that bite of chocolate in some ways. And then there are the kind of the bigger expression of the practice is connection. It's connection to ourselves, but then that reaches out into connection with the world, where we begin to make that sense of it's not just about me, everything, but it's also about how I am connected to everything and how everything is connected to me, and that great interweaving of the whole world and us. And when I feel that sense of connection, that's like a whole nother sense of happiness. So in a way, you all showing up to practice here today is for me eudaimonic happiness. It's this connection that we all have together as we sit together in the room, or if we're on Zoom or at home, we're still together. And then if you're not feeling happy, because life is full of also not happy moments, David White says, well, unhappiness has a lot to say for itself too. Because when we're unhappy, it's an invitation to understand why. Am I in a situation that's making me unhappy that maybe needs to be changed? Am I with a person who's making me unhappy and maybe that needs to change in some way, that relationship? So there is the opportunity, I guess, for all of us to embrace whatever is showing up in life, and that's the tantric philosophy. It's like yes to unhappiness and yes to happiness. It's all part of the whole one big thing. How am I going to be in relationship to it? So as we move through the practice, there may be some things that make you happy, and there may be some things that make you unhappy. But let's be in relationship to whatever it is that's showing up as the practice that we do. So please lengthen up through your spine, close your eyes, and take a moment to just connect into yourself and how you're feeling this morning. What is showing up for you? And how are you showing up for it? Begin to deepen your breath. And meet whatever is there for you this morning. Meet it as wholeheartedly as you can. And set an intention for your practice. An intention to be in relationship to what shows up. And to perhaps also look for those moments of happiness that sometimes we just skim right past. And joining your palms in front of your heart, we'll chant. Please take a deep breath in. A moment to bow your head to honor what brings you happiness, what brings you joy. Lifting your head, open your eyes. We're going to start standing up this morning. And we're going to need a little bit of arm room out to the side, so stagger forward and back a little bit. And if you use blocks on the floor for your Uttanasana, for your forward bend, just have the blocks out in front of you. So yeah, just stagger forward and back a little bit so you've got airplane arm room. And we're going to start with a breath of joy. Because why not? So breath of joy looks like this. It's 3 sips for the inhale. First the arms go forward, then the arms go out to the side, then the arms go up to the sky, and then there's a big through the mouth. So when you're ready, join me. Breathe in what makes you happy. Fill yourself up with it. Life is short. Let this moment be full. Last one. And then just take a moment and pause and feel whatever it is you feel. Step the feet about mat width apart. Bend the knees, hands to the thighs, and some cat-cow breaths. Arching and rounding. Just taking the energy from the breath of joy and infusing your body with it. Soaking it in. Letting it move you. Let the breath move you. Maximize the movement with your breath. And as you do, feel your feet solidly on the ground. Looking down at your toes, make sure your feet are parallel. Feel how your pelvis rocks and your shoulders move and the neck moves. Take one more deep breath, one more cat and cow. And then come up to stand, sweep your arms to the sky, reach them up overhead, catch your elbows, and lift your elbows up. Now, if you have a shoulder issue and you can't reach your elbows, then you hold your forearms, you just hold where you hold. Tone your belly muscles, push down into your feet, side bend to the right. Inhale, lift yourself back up, and exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back up, reach the arms to the sky, sweep your hands behind the back and catch your elbows. Side bend to the right again. Press the shoulders back. And if you can't reach your elbows behind your back, hold your wrists or keep your hands on your hips. Inhale yourself back up. Exhale, side bend to the other side, to the left. Inhale, bring yourself back up to center. Release your arms to the ceiling. Breathe in a deep breath. And exhale, fold forward. Hands to the shins, or if you're using blocks, hands to your blocks, but straighten your legs. And then inhale, lengthen your spine and look forward. And as you exhale, fold yourself in. Inhale again, lengthen the spine, look forward. Exhale and fold. One more breath. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way back up, reach your arms to the sky and catch your opposite elbow. So you have a normal way you go to catch your elbows, you do the opposite. Firm the legs, move the elbows back in space, move the armpits back in space, move your belly back in space, and then side bend to the left. Inhale, back up to center, and exhale to the right. Inhale, back up to center, release the arms to the sky. Reach the hands behind the back, catch the opposite elbow behind your back. A little brain training. Lengthen up through the shoulders, tack the shoulders back, side bend again left. Use your neck too, side bending. Inhale, back up to center, side bend to the right. Inhale back up to center, release your arms to the ceiling, breathe in, and fold forward. Hands bearing some weight. Bend the right knee a little bit, shift the hips to the left. And breathe into the outer left hip and leg. Then switch, bending left knee, shift the hips a little bit to the right. Breathe here. Go to the first side again, left leg straight, and step your left hand further away from you. So you can walk the fingers out. If you're on blocks, you can walk the block out away from you. Press the left hip more to the left and then draw the left shoulder forward away from the left hip and the left hip back away from the left shoulder. And then switch. Bend the left knee, press the hips to the right, step the right arm forward, tack the outer right hip back. Breathe deep, breathe in, breathe out. And then bring the hand back in. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward, bend the knees, bring the hands up to the thighs, and dip the right shoulder towards the left knee, and then the left shoulder towards the right knee. Stretching out the upper body back and forth. So in the style of yoga that we teach, which is called Anusara, we have different alignment principles that we use to help us line up our bodies in every pose that we do. And because they're principles, they apply the same thing to every pose. Come to center. Drop the fingertips once again to the floor or to the blocks. And then step your feet in a little bit closer so they're more hip width apart. Inhale, again, lengthen through your spine. Exhale and fold yourself deeper in. And inhale, rise all the way up. Reach your arms forward, up to the ceiling. And exhale your hands into your heart. So two of the principles, the first one I want to talk about is called muscle energy, and it's like hedonic happiness. It's like taking what gives you pleasure, what brings you happiness, and drawing it into yourself. So like you take that bite of ice cream. And so it's a sense of pulling in with the muscles to the bones. So you firm the muscles all the way around the bones and pull in, like you're shrink wrapping your legs. So, or you shrink wrapping your arms. So everything's pulling in. You're drawing in what brings you happiness into yourself. And then the second principle is the opposite of that. So after you've pulled in, you extend out, and that's like the eudaimonic happiness. It's like extending yourself out into the world, into connection and into relationship, and finding happiness through that. So we're going to play with these two polar opposites, opposing but complementary actions. So we start here with the legs firming, pulling skin to muscle to bone. So the bone's in the middle of the leg, and you pull everything that surrounds that in towards the bone. And then from the core of your pelvis, you push out through the legs, through the bones to get a little bit longer. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward and down. And then moving yourself to the front edge of your mat. If you're not there, step your right foot back to a lunge. Firm the muscles of the back leg particularly, and then of the front leg, and then push from your pelvis out through the back heel. Push from your pelvis out through your spine, and then reach your arms forward, not coming up, just forward, so the torso stays low. Reach the arms forward and continue that extension out, reaching as far as you can. A nice Frank. Amisha, back leg straight, right? Yes. And then right hand to the floor, twist to the left. Lean the head back, extend yourself out. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bring the hand back down to the floor and jump or step and switch your feet. And then the same thing. So muscles firm on the back leg, and then push out through the bones, stretch out through the upper body. And with the stability of the muscular engagement, stretch your arms forward, not up, just forward. And reach out into the things in your life that bring you happiness, that bring you connection, that bring you meaning. Bring the left hand down to the floor and twist to the right. Stretching all the way up and out. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Bring the right hand down, step and switch or hop and switch your feet again. Start by pulling in, and then inhale, reach your torso up, high lunge, arms to the sky. Take a full deep breath. Catch your elbows. Move the elbows and the armpits back in space, so your elbows are more over your hips. Pull your belly back and in, and then keeping that line from hips to elbows, lean forward, halfway forward. Stretching yourself out. Pulling the elbows forward, pushing the back foot back. Take another breath. Release the hands to the floor, step and switch the feet again. Pull in with the muscles. Lift yourself up, high lunge. Opposite elbow catch. Go a little bit longer with your stance, so move the back foot back a little bit. Armpits back, ears back. Lean forward, keeping the line, hips to elbows, and extend. Take a deep breath in, a slow breath out. And exhale, release both hands to the floor, step back, downward facing dog pose. Place the hands firmly on the mat and begin to pedal out your feet. Staying connected into your breath. Why don't you move your mat forward a little bit so you're not underneath the shelf? Keep the feet just a little bit apart, sit bone width apart. Good. Coming to center, lift up the right leg in the air. Bend the right knee, turn the hips open to the right. We're going to come to a floating pigeon pose. So you're not going to put your right foot down. Pull the right knee towards the right wrist, the right foot towards the left wrist. Float here for a moment. And then lift back and up, twist the hips open. Again, exhale, a floating pigeon. Back and up. Floating pigeon. And then a landing pigeon. Put the knee down, the foot down. Slide the left knee back. Walk the hands back and in a little bit. Bring yourself upright as you can. And then use that muscular engagement to pull in. So pull the back leg and the front leg towards each other strongly. Ice cream cone. Yes. Take a breath in and then reach out into connection. And if this is a strain for the back, then keep the hands down. Take a breath in and exhale, both hands to the floor, down face dog. Lift up, press back. Lift up the left leg, bend the knee, turn the hips open, float your pigeon forward. Lift it back up and twist open to the left. Yeah. Exhale, float it forward. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, float forward. Land it. Right knee down. And though the right knee is down, pull the right knee forward, pull the left foot back. Valerie, you can come onto your back. Yep. Pull in more, pull in more. Stretch your arms to the sky and reach it out. Reach out into this day, into this life. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the floor, down face dog. Lift up and press back. Plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, and into a back bend. Draw your heart forward, stretch your legs back. Exhale, down face dog. Lifting up the right leg, step the right foot forward for Virabhadrasana 2, second warrior. Good. Reach the arms overhead, catch your elbows. Draw the tailbone down, the pubic bone up. Side bend to the left. And we're going to make a circle with the torso. So circle the elbows and the torso down, over to the right, and up and to the right. And then from the right, down, over to the left, up and to the left. One more time, down, over to the right, and up, and then down to the right, over to the left, and up. Straighten the front leg, release the arms, Trikonasana. See if you can match the pulling in of your muscles into your legs with the extending out through your bones. So there's these two things that are happening simultaneously, the pulling in and the reaching out, and the breath. Deep, full breaths in and out. Another breath. And bend the right knee. Bring the right fingertips to the floor on the outside edge of the right leg, or you can hop the forearm up onto the thigh for Parshva Konasana. Extend the left arm over the ear. And the most important thing, breathing. Press the right knee to the right. And then push from your pelvis down into your feet. Push into your life. And let that downward movement kind of ricochet you out longer through your upper body. One more breath. Good. Bring yourself back up to warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. Reach the arms behind you. Catch your elbows. And then pivot and turn your entire torso and legs and hips to the right. So you're going to spin up the back heel and come to a balance. Straighten the front leg all the way. So pull the muscles up. If this feels too wobbly, you can step your feet wider left to right. Draw your shoulders back. Bend halfway forward. Inhale, bring yourself back up. And spin the back heel back down. Release your arms out to the sides. One more breath. And then exhale, both hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Place the hands and step back. Move through a vinyasa or just pause here in your dog pose. Kim. So here. Then here. Yeah. Lift up the left leg from your dog pose when you reach your dog pose, and step forward, Virabhadrasana 2, second side. And then just breath. For some of us, the pulling in happens more naturally. For some of us, the reaching out happens more naturally, just as each of us is drawn more towards one type of happiness or the other. Yoga is about finding balance. Lift the arms to the sky. Catch the opposite elbows. Lean to the right. Circle down, over to the left, and back up to the left. And then down to the left, over to the right, up to the right. Down again to the right, over to the left, and down to the left, over to the right, and up. Straighten the front leg, engage the muscles to the bones, release the arms, Trikonasana. And breath. The breath of joy. Reach yourself out. A little bit brighter, a little bit fuller. Parshvakonasana, bend the left knee, left fingertips to the floor on the outside edge of the leg, or forearm on the thigh. Extend the right arm over the ear. Straighten the top elbow. Turn your heart from left to right. Bend your knee a lot and hop your forearm on your thigh. Then roll yourself open. Yeah. Take one more breath here. And then bring yourself up. Clasp the elbows behind the back, opposite elbow. And then spin up the back heel, turning yourself towards the front. Nancy, maybe just hands on hips. Lift up through your chest, straighten the front leg. Emma should go behind your back with the hands, the arms, the elbows behind your back. Look at me. Hinge forward. Halfway forward. Strong and steady, pulling in, strong with the legs. Good. Bring yourself back up. Release your arms. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Place the hands and step back. Bring your knees down to the floor, please. And place your two blocks to go underneath your hands. So one on either side and flat. Place the hands on the blocks and lift up to dog pose. Hands on blocks. Lift up the right leg. Turn the hips open to the right. Floating pigeon pose. Bring the right knee forward. Place the right foot down, left knee down. Lift them both back up. Knee and foot down, and back up. Knee and foot down, and back up. Step the right ankle on top of the left knee. So you're in a figure four pose in your dog pose. Dog pose, four pose, four pose, four paws, dog pose. And then lifting the head, look forward and step or hop your left foot up to the blocks. Bend the left knee deeply. Flex the right foot. You can leave the hands on the blocks or bring your forearms onto your thigh or your shin. Hands to your heart. Draw your heart forward. And we're going to twist here. So either keep the right hand on the floor, or you can bring the right elbow to the right instep, the left hand to the right hand, and twist the torso to the left. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, untwist, hands back to the blocks. Step both feet back, down face dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Flip onto the shoelace side of the feet. Upward facing dog, lower the pelvis. Roll the shoulders back. Draw your heart forward. Exhale, back to down face dog. Lift up the left leg. Bend the knee, turn the hips open to the left. Floating pigeon pose. Land it and lift it. Land it. And lift it. Land it. And lift it. Left ankle over the right knee. Figure 4 pose. Press the left knee back. Breathe in. Step or hop the right foot up to your hands. Bend deep into the right knee. Lift the head, look forward. And then twist. Either left hand on the block or left elbow into the left instep. Pressing and twisting to your right. Deep breath in. Exhale and release the hands to the floor. Step both feet back. Down face dog, hands still on the blocks. Plank pose. Flip to the shoelace side of the feet. Chaturanga on the shoelace side of the feet. Then into up face dog. Shoulders back. Breathe in. Down face dog. Step or hop the feet forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms to the sky. Exhale, hands into your heart. Bend both knees. Pull in. Hedonic happiness or unhappiness. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Sit deep. A little deeper. Bring the hands to the blocks. Hop the left foot back, dog pose in figure 4. Oh, yes! Floating pigeon. Land the pigeon. Lift the pigeon. Land the pigeon. Poor pigeon. Lift the pigeon. Land the pigeon. Lift the pigeon. Back to figure 4 in dog pose. Re-hop the left foot forward. So options here. You can bring the right shin and foot around the arms, lean forward, and lift the back leg. Or you can stay here and breathe, or take the twist. So as you wish, see where you want to go. What brings you joy? Exhale, release both feet to the floor. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands into your heart. Bend the knees. Cross the left ankle. Yes, we're doing the other side. Sit deep. Open into the hip. Hands to the blocks. Hop the right foot back. Figure 4 dog pose. Floating pigeon, left leg forward. Put it back down, land it, lift it, land it, lift it, land it, lift it, perch it, back on the right thigh, hop the right foot forward, and then whatever you did on the first side, practice on the second side. Hugging in, engaging, connecting, breathing. Nice, Laura.
Exhale and release. Feet to the floor. If you don't use the blocks for Uttanasana, move them to the side. If you do, then keep them where they are. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Pull in. Pull into yourself. Pull into this breath. Pull into this moment. And then be in relationship to it, whatever it is. Happy, unhappy, annoyed, delighted, numb. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms to the sky, stretch up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Sweep the arms up. Fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plank pose. Shoelace side of the feet. Hug the outer ankles in. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Into up dog or cobra pose. Back down to the floor, turn over onto your back, feet facing towards me. Take one block with you and stagger with the people around you so you have arm room out to the sides and perhaps leg room out to the sides. Place the block between the thighs. Open the arms to a T, stretching out. So the arms are going to stretch out and the legs are going to hug in. Finding a balance. Pull the knees into the chest. Lower the legs, the knees over to your right. And stretch the bottom leg out straight. Bend the bottom leg in. Roll onto your back and knees over to your left. Stretch the bottom leg out straight. And back up. Knees to the right. This time stretch the top leg straight. Bend. Knees to the left. Top leg straight. Back to center. Knees to the right. Bottom leg straight. Back to center. To the left. Bottom leg straight. Back to center. To the right. Top leg straight. Back to center. To the left. Hug in and extend out. Top leg. To the right. Both legs straight. And bend and to the left. Both legs straight. Bend and to the right. Straighten. Bend to the left. Squeeze in. Reach out. Bend to the right. Extend. Bend to the left. Extend. Bend. And one more time to each side. To the right. Extend. To the left. Extend. To center. Feet down. Take a breath. Keep hugging the block. Bring the hands to the back of your head. Pull the belly muscles in. Hover the feet 1 inch up off the floor. Lift the head, shoulders, and chest up. Look at the ceiling. Open the elbows wide. Lift your chin. Stretch your legs straight. Bend them. Tap the toes to the floor and stretch the legs straight again. Toe tap and straighten. Toe tap and straighten. Just think you could do this for an hour with Whitney on Tuesdays. Straighten. Toe tap. Straighten. Toe tap. Straighten. Toe tap. One more. Straighten. Toe tap. Feet down. Head down. Take a breath. Drop both knees over to your right. Keep your hands behind your head and put them down. So knees down, feet down. Hug the block so you keep the left knee stacked over the right. And then exhale, lift your head, shoulders, and chest up towards your left hip. And then inhale back down. Exhale and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale, a little higher. Exhale. Inhale. Just a little higher. Exhale. Inhale, still hugging in. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Inhale, stay here. Open your arms out to a T. Stretch both legs straight and they're resting on the floor. And you're in a twist, hugging the block. If this is torquing the back at all, you can keep your knees bent any amount. 3 deep breaths. With each exhale, allowing the body to twist, the inner body to turn more to the left, head to the left, as the legs stay to the right. And after the 3rd breath, bend the knees, roll onto your back, and drop your knees over to your left. You can shift the hips a little bit to the right. Stack the knees as best you can, hands to the back of the head. On exhale, lift your head, shoulders, and chest towards your outer right hip. Inhale, lower. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In, out. Head down, arms wide, stretch the legs out straight, and breathe. Deep breath in, a long, slow breath out. Bend the knees, roll onto the back, remove the block. And roll over to your right side last time. Prop your head with your right arm. And then with your left hand, catch your left foot for a thigh stretch behind you. Draw the heel towards the buttock. Squeeze the knee down so it stays in line with its hip. Heel in towards buttock. And then just the knee back, not the foot, just the knee and the belly. And breathe. Roll the shoulder back. Having deeply pulled in, now extend out. Kick the foot away from you into your hand. More of a bow pose, lying on your side. Exhale and release. Turn over to the other side. Catch the top of the right foot. Heel towards buttock. And then knee back in space. Just the knee. And breathe. Hedonic happiness. And then eudaimonic happiness. Kick the foot away from you. Extend yourself out into relationship beyond yourself. Deep breath in. Exhale and release. Please roll over to your side and bring yourself up. And we're going to set up for our next pose by placing a blanket in the middle of the mat, the long way. So it's staying within the borders of your mat and it's in the middle. This is for the knees, and you may not need a blanket for your knees, but we're going to be on the knees for a little bit, so it might be, well, it makes me happy. Happier. You too, yeah. And then come up onto your knees with the blocks on either side out in front. Okay.
Step your right foot forward onto your heel point. Okay. You can have your hands on the blocks, but we are going to be balancing. So the blocks are there if needed, but otherwise bring yourself up. Now check your left leg that it's not swung over to the right. And the toes can be curled under or can be flat, either way. You can move your foot a little bit more to the left foot to the left. Yeah. And then hug in the muscles of the right leg, strong to the bone. So pull in strong and steady. It is a balance. Open the arms to the sides. Staying upright, twist to your right, towards your straight leg. Pull everything in, but at the same time, notice how the reaching out also adds stability. Take your left hand down to the floor or the block on your right, and then take the right arm up to the sky. Breathe in. Bring yourself back up out of the twist. It's very wobbly. We're steadying by pulling in and extending out. Hinge halfway forward. Just halfway. Arms out to the sides. Breathe and bring yourself back up. Steadying. Hamstring muscles, calf muscles working strong. Now twist to the left, slowly. It's even wobblier. Now, left hand to the left heel. You can always put a block if reaching your heel is not happening. Turn the chest to face the ceiling. Take the right arm back in space behind you. Slowly come back up. Untwist. Exhale, bring the hands down to the floor. Walk your hands forward. And if you wish to, extend the leg out towards Hanumanasana. You can go straight out in front, or you can go a little bit out to the right. What keeps the hamstrings safe in a really deep stretch like this is the muscles holding in, pulling in. So as much as you love extending out, pull in first. Keep the pulling in as you extend. And it's any amount, doesn't matter how far. Take another breath in and out. And then pull carefully yourself back in. Step the right leg back. And then do a check-in. And step your left foot forward onto the heel point. Engage the muscles to the bones, create stability. Keep your hips right over your right knee. Pull the belly muscles that we worked in to support you. Open the arms wide to the sides. Slowly twist to your left. Untwist. Yeah, good, Christina, good catch. And then exhale, hinge forward, arms wide, a floating human pose. Slowly come back up. Staying upright, twist to your right. Right hand to the right heel. You can also put the block under the right hand. Turn the chest back to the ceiling. Left arm overhead. Reach back. Fully extend yourself out.
Inhale, come back up. Bring the hands down to the blocks or the floor. Hanumanasana, extend the left leg forward. Did I miss something? What did I miss? Oh, the twist. Okay, we'll do it on the way back. Thank you. So breathe where you are. Extending. And pulling in. Finding a balance. You can work your back leg as much as your front leg. Yeah. Take one more breath. And then pull halfway back in. Lift yourself back up. Open the arms wide. Twist again to the left. Bring the right hand down to the block or the floor. And the left arm back up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale to untwist. Step the left leg back. Okay, that went really well. So we have one more option in this pose. So we did this back bend. We're going to do the opposite hand to the heel. Same back bend. You can put a block for your hand rather than reaching for your heel. It makes it a lot easier. So this is a little bit harder than the first one we did. So if you're saying, okay, I already had enough, use the block. Or use child's pose. Either is fine. Okay. So right leg forward. And if you're using the block, it's going to be on your right, for your right hand. Open the arms wide. Breathe in. Twist to your right. And then the right hand goes either to the left heel or to the block, slowly. The left arm overhead. Lift through your chest. Look towards the sky. Give it your fullest extension out while you're still pulling in. And then inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. And step the right leg back. Okay, so then the block will go to the other side if you're using a block. Step the left heel out. And pull in. Open the arms. Pull the belly in. Support your core. Twist to your left. Take your time. Then the left hand is going to go down either to the right heel or to the block. And the right arm overhead. Turn the chest to the ceiling, turn the gaze to the ceiling so you're not twisted. Stretch yourself fully out. Inhale, come all the way up. And step the left foot back. Sit back on the heels for a moment to rest, or any resting pose that works. To create balance, because we've gone left and right and one foot and the other foot and on one foot and back forward, we're going to do one camel pose just to pull everything in and together. So it could be a tiny little baby camel or a deep camel. But I want to invite you to put the block back between the legs, between the thighs, and really hug into the block to create that sense of pulling in and stability that's going to go all the way up into your lower back and stabilize your lower back. Curl the toes under unless you want a super deep back bend, then come onto the shoelace side of the feet. Hugging in as much as you can. Lift up. Roll the shoulders back. You can put the hands on the back pockets. You could and stay here, or you can reach the hands to your heels. You can reach the hands to the crease of your knees. Keep the pelvis forward over the knees, so don't lean the whole pelvis back. Take one more breath. And then lift yourself up, heart first. Remove the block. We're going to release the back first in down face dog. Move the blanket out of the way and lift up to dog pose. Pedal out your feet. Pedal out your hips. And then bring yourself down into child's pose, or any resting pose that works for your body. And breathe there. Turning your awareness deeply in here. Making that sweet connection to yourself. That's really hard to do when we're in the midst of the chaos of daily life. But by making that connection here, when we step back out into the rest of the day, perhaps we can carry that with us. Find more purpose and meaning in relating to others. With your next breath in, bring yourself up and turn around to lie down on your back for happy baby pose. We're moving towards Shavasana, so if you want to put on any other layers of clothing or organize the space around you, do that as you make your way down so you have an easeful transition. And then lying on your back in happy baby pose, catch either the pinky edges of the feet or the back of the thighs. And here's one last opportunity for playing with these two actions. You can both pull down with your hands and push up with your feet. And so you meet yourself, you cultivate balance and relationship. Hug your knees into your chest, embrace yourself. Embrace yourself for your practice, for your life, for this time that you have gifted yourself with to practice yoga this morning. We'll be moving into Shavasana now. If there's any last quieting movement that your body needs to be able to relax, you can do that. And then as you're ready to, stretch yourself out on the floor. Relax your feet to the sides. And rest your palms face up a little bit away from your body. Let all of the tension of your practice, all the muscular tension, all the focus tension, now just soften. Bring your awareness to your breathing. Watch your body breathe. Watch your lungs fill. Notice how your belly lifts and your ribs expand. Notice how your body breathes out, mirroring
this principle of both drawing in to self and extending out into the world. Every breath. A shared experience of life. So rest here. awareness to your breath. Allow a deep breath to flow in. Breathe out slow and long. Breathe in deep. Breathe out slowly. Begin to move your fingers and your toes. Stretch your body as you wish. Wake it up and curl it over to the right side, pausing there. And using your hands, lift yourself back up to sit. And thinking about happiness and unhappiness as you move out into the rest of the day. Consider the things that happen and whether or not maybe by simply paying more attention, you'll find more happiness. By stepping outside and looking at the pollen in the air, really savoring whatever you're eating, connecting to the people around you. There's more happiness out there than I think we give life credit for. Please join your palms together in front of your heart and we'll chant one Om to close. Take a deep breath in. Namaste.
Namaste.
Have a lovely day.
Thank you.
I hope some happiness comes your way. And happy Mother's Day, everyone, tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day. We will have regular classes tomorrow. I'd love to see you on Mother's Day. Bye, Zoom friends.
Thank you, Chaya.
You're welcome, Frank. Take
Happy
care.
Mother's Day. Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chaya.
Bye, Amisha. See you soon.